I was always a believer, always believed in Jesus Christ. I just didn't live like a believer. I struggled with drugs, alcohol, and addiction for over 20 years. Was actually a junkie and a meth cook. I could get sober, I could never stay sober. So for years, I just figured something was wrong with me. And June of 2006, I was in a jail cell, waiting to go back to prison. And I cried out to God. I just asked God for His forgiveness. I was just disgusted and sorry for the way I'd been living, just the wasted life that I had. So I began crying out to God, asking for His forgiveness. And as I began to cry out to Him, He began to call me. And He kept saying to me, "Come, come, come." And as I began to answer Him, "Yes, yes," I began saying, "Yes, Lord." And when I said, "Yes, Lord," He began to call me His son. He said, "Come, my son." And that changed my life forever. It made me realize that I was a child of God and that I had a Father in heaven who cared about me and who loved me no matter what I did. That was the last day I used drugs after that encounter with Jesus Christ. After that, I still had to go to prison. Still had to deal with the consequences of my choices, my sin. I turned prison into my Bible college, just sought God through it, just applied myself, read His Word, began to build that personal relationship that I've been craving all my life. After I got out of prison, came back to Albuquerque, and I felt like a calling or a warm push to come back to Steelbridge. And so finally I came and applied. I thought I was coming here to cook food. I started off in the kitchen. As I began cooking, I realized the real reason why God had me here. And it was for the men and women in the program. I could identify with a lot of the life issues that they had, and God made it very clear to me why He brought me here. My story is the same as many of our residents, and I'm just here to give them hope and to show them that it can be done, because it was nothing I did. All I did is make a choice to follow Christ. So I give them those words of encouragement and to show them that it can be done. You just make the choice to seek Christ, to seek the life that Christ has for you. They can do it too. All the years when I was chasing drugs, chasing alcohol, chasing material things, chasing money, all those years I was chasing all these different things of the world, trying to fill a gap that was inside of me, when in reality that gap it's a void that only God can fill. So I just want to encourage anyone just to seek God today. Seek God for His help, His healing, and His restoration that He has for you. God created you, God loves you, God knows you. His whole desire